Your body no show me.
Yeah, he's doing something. He's doing something. He's doing something. He's doing something. I like that. He's doing something. He's doing FS Studio, FS Studio, FS Studio. Yo, boom family. Let's quickly do this for FS Studio users. So for the benefit of those people who want to always use FX Studio for mixing. So let's do an FS Studio vocal mixing. Most of you will be recording vocals in a noisy environment. I'm very sure of that. So the first thing you want to do with your vocal is to denoise if you have noise in it. So let's solo the vocal.
Your body no show me no mercy.
See a lot of noise in the vocal. So you don't want your vocal to go into your auto-tune with noise, with a lot of noise, because auto-tune hate noise. One of the reasons why your auto-tune does not work well is because there is noise in the vocal. It does not like noise. For people who always record with noise and, you know, room resonance, a lot of room noise, or maybe the headphone bleeding, like in this case, in this very vocal, the headphone bleeding back to the mic. Always the noise from the channel, always the noise before it hits the. This also applies to Cubase. Any DAW, always the noise before it hits the auto-tune. Let's use a limiter because it has gates to try to do this. I don't usually use this limiter. I have that basic knowledge on how to use any gate. So if you throw any gate at me, I'll be able to use it. So let's try and figure out how to denoise this very particular vocal using this gate.
Your body no show me no mercy.
So first of all, we want to remove that the headphone bleeding into this particular mic while we're recording. So that's why it's not good to use this type of headphone to record. It's good to use close back headphone to record. This is mainly for mixing. So, yep.
Your body no show me no mercy.
So let's try to figure out. Let's just work on the threshold and see.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it be your bala. Your body no show me no mercy.
See,
it draw me close like
it has removed the. So this is the setting I just use. Just tweak around it and see how what works. Provided you can. It's always when you are denoising, use headphone. Even if you don't mix with headphone, when you are denoising, using denoise, except you are very perfect, like you're a pro. When you are denoising, use headphone so that because noise is background now, so any noise that goes that you can hear with speaker, it means it's too much. Do you get? So always use this guy when you are denoising so that you hear that little thing, because your auto-tune will hear it. Even if you don't hear it, your auto-tune will hear it. So once you cannot hear it here, it's fine. So it's very, very silent right now. So since we have a clean vocal, the next thing we want to do is use auto-tune. Auto-tune is usually, you know, relative. If you can use high one, you can use very low one, depending on what the artist wants.
Your body no show me no mercy.
So let's keep it around 5 for now.
Your body no show me no mercy.
So the next thing we're going to do is to use. I know most people love this EQ, so let's use this.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it be your body.
So let's focus on this area, because this area of this vocal is like when you are hitting iron, something like that. So let's focus on this area.
Your body no show me no mercy.
I don't like this area. I just bring it down. When you are mixing, you don't want to be micro. You have to be broad. Don't be doing those small things. So we don't want this. We don't want this thing. We don't want this thing you are hearing now.
Draw me close like
we don't want it at all. We don't want it. We want the vocal to be flat.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it be your bala.
So this is it here. This is the area around 2000.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it be your bala.
So let's see what we can remove again.
Your body no show me no mercy.
So let's play some instrumental. Because I always preach, don't solo.
Your body no show me no mercy.
So what you want to remove now, like I always say, don't use low cut, use low shelf, which is this.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it be your bala. Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it.
So
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it.
So this one is just to complement with the high end. If you like a dark, this is preference. If you like, if you have a lot of shakers going on in the high end, you probably will not even need this. And it all depends on the artist too, the reference you want, what you want. But in this very particular, I'm not going too hard. I will not go too hard.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it be your bala. Your body no show.
So let's bypass and see what we have done.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it be your bala.
I like this now. So let's just compensate a bit.
Your body no show me no mercy.
So we are still going to come back to an EQ if there is need to. So the next thing we want to do is to use what I call a saturator. In fact, it's one of the most important things. Let's use this lead tips from Whips. Good, yeah. You're using this one.
Your body no show.
So let's use high and see what it's going to do to this stuff.
Your body no show me no mercy.
See what he's doing now. So you can easily tell that, it's going to act like this. It's going to give you this type of color. So if it is good when you exaggerate it, if you like what he's doing, then you just dial back.
Your body no show.
For me, I like what he's doing to the high mid.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it be your bala. Your body no show me no mercy.
So let's leave it at that. The next thing is, so you click the compression section. But before you use the compression, listen. Before you use this compressor, if you are using this Fruity limiter, before you use the compressor, make sure you turn off this guy. You reduce these guys. Make sure you turn these three things off before you switch back to the compressor. Then before you switch back to compressor, you go.
Your body no show me
So we want to control the dynamics.
Your body.
So you want that line to be close to the lowest part of the dynamics, which is this one. The lower stops. That's where you want the line to be.
Your body
See?
no show.
So it's touching, there is just a bit touching that lower part. That's why, because you want the compressor to touch that thing a bit.
Your body no show.
Then your ratio should be about 4.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close.
So
Your body no show me no mercy.
you can still use this knee just to catch it more. Sometimes you can even finish it if you want, but let's keep it at 50.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it be your bala. Your body no show me no mercy.
Don't touch here. On the first one, don't touch here. Attack and release. Don't touch it on the first compressor.
Your body no show me.
So we are going to compensate a bit for what we have lost.
Your body no show me no mercy.
So the next thing, we bring back another compressor again. Because what we did is not enough. The same limiter. So again, we turn this off. These three things, we turn that off. Then we go back to the compressor section. Then we'll go again.
Your body no
See,
show
it's smoother now. You see, it's smoother now, but it's not enough. So, but this time we are going to do something.
Your body no show me no mercy.
The same thing.
You draw me close like it be your bala.
Same thing.
Your body no show me no mercy.
Look for that lowest part of the which is the ROMS. Yes, ROMS. So you look for the lowest part, then you place the threshold there. Then your release the same thing.
Your body.
But this time we are going to work on the attack.
Your body no
and bring down the release, because we want to bring back the transient that we've removed.
Your body no show me no mercy.
See?
You draw me close like.
So now we play with the threshold now, because we've touched here. It's barely compressing, so we need to bring down the threshold.
Your body no show me no mercy. You draw me close like it be your bala. No show me no mercy.
Good. You can see now when they say no mercy, it compresses because that place is higher. So that's what we want. Now we compensate with volume, the gain.
Your body no show me no mercy.
See, the vocal is smoother now.
Your body no show me no mercy.
That's what we want. Now we want to work on a bit of that harshness, those diezers, those T's, those S's. Want to kind of try to control them a bit. The waves one.
Your body.
Don't need to touch anything. Just make sure you use the bell shape. Use the bell shape.
Your body no show me no mercy.
So no show me. That's where you want to catch.
Your body no show.
This one, don't use your eye. Use your ear. Don't use your eye. If you use your eye, to not do anything.
Your body no show me no mercy. You draw me close like.
Then you bypass.
Your body no show me.
Yeah, he's doing something. He's doing something.
No show
he's doing something. He's doing something. I like that.
You draw me close like.
He's doing something. He's doing something.
You draw me close like it be your bala. Your body no show me no mercy.
The next thing we want to do now is to use a limiter. This will ensure that everything is on check. I always teach how to use limiter. FL Studio user, don't say I'm biased anymore. This is your tutorial, so share it to any of your friends. And if the video is helpful so far, please like, comment your thought, and very importantly, follow or subscribe if you are watching on YouTube.
Your body no show me no mercy.
So you link these two together and you just bring down.
Your body no show me no mercy. You draw me close like it be your bala.
So you can match gain so that you can bring up the input. Let's see what he's doing. You use this gain match, you bring the input up. Let's see what he's doing. Let's see it on the graph.
Your body no show me no mercy. You draw me close like it be your bala. Your body no show me no mercy.
So once you are seeing between 1 to 2 dB of reduction here in this area, is fine.
Your body no show me no mercy. You draw me close like it be your bala. Your body no show me no.
So the highest part, which is that your body, that's where you are paying attention to. It's just controlling that area.
Your body no show me no mercy.
See? So let's see the other one.
Your body no show me no mercy.
So you see why it's very important. If you look at the first your body,
your body no show me no mercy.
Then let's listen to the second one.
Like it be your bala. Your body
you see?
No show me
the
no
first your body is different from the dB reduction. The reduction in terms of dB of the first your body is different from the second one. This is where this thing comes in. And when these little discrepancies or variances comes to play within the mix in total, you discover that it will be a problem. This is where a limiter comes in. So your limiter is now telling you that, hey, I'm not letting you pass this area. Don't pass here. This is the end. So if you put another analyzer now to check all those, dB differences, it will be stable. So this is where limiter comes in. So don't mix with that limiter. Use limiter in everything, almost everything. And please, creatively, don't just throw in limiter but it's very important.
Your body no show me no mercy.
So now I want to use something like a delay. Let's use ping-pong. If you want to use ping-pong, you click here. Then when you are using ping-pong, bring this one down, or right or left, but usually left, so that it will do like this. Then let's bring down the wet.
Your body no show me no mercy.
Sweet. Do you hear that? Stock plugin ping-pong is actually the best.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it be your bala. Your body no.
Sometimes if you have a very good singer, sometimes you probably might just want to stick to only delay without even using reverb. Most people see effect plugins should be used creatively. You don't just, it's not like a custom that in every mix you do, you have to use reverb, which is totally wrong. Sometimes if you hear some songs, do you hear delays? Sometimes when I mix some songs, I don't use delays. The same thing applies to reverb. Sometimes you can mix without using reverb. You just use delays. If the delay is doing pretty much fine, you don't want to kind of widen it, or it's very fine. You want the delay to do the work. You don't want much reverb to, mess everything up. You can stick to just delay. I'm telling you.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close.
You can see how it's already sounding right now. So you can just say, okay, let's add a reverb. I know everybody has this. If you don't have this, you can use any reverb you want. Still the same thing. So now I want to use this reverb in a way that it will appear as if I didn't use reverb. Now, let's see. It will work directly without delay. It will sound as it will just make the delay softer. So the first thing to achieving that is dropping this guy to, like, let's say 60. This decay. The another way to achieve it is to take this thing far, so that it will be far. Then another way to achieve that is to bring this thing to like 500. Another way to achieve that is to bring this decay, high cut, bring it down to like 4K, and let's hear how it sounds. See? So I'm just teaching it. I'm not saying it fits this song. I'm just telling you it's possible. You don't just say all mixes you must use reverb. No, I probably think you should be hearing this from me for the first time. So yeah, let's now blend it in.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it be your bala.
See, we leave it at 6, so very small.
Your body no show me no mercy.
See the difference?
It draw me close like it be your bala. Your body.
Now, if I want to use it normally, like using the reverb the way I would love to use it on this song, so let's go with it. Let's change it. So now, let's go to here and just keep it to chamber clear. So now let's leave this one here. Let's see 980 something. Then let's leave this one at 3, and this one at 3, and this one at 5. So this is the way I would have loved to use it. So let's see how it sounds now differently.
No show me no mercy. It draw me close like it be your bala.
Yeah, 10, 11.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it.
So if it is too high now, you can now use this one to reduce it.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it be your bala. Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it.
Let's see what we have done so far. This is the raw vocal.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close.
And this is the weights with the plugins.
Your body no show me no mercy. It draw me close like it be your bala. Your body no show me no mercy.
So the difference?
It draw me close.
So if you want the vocal presets, I would send you the link to get it with just a token, just so you could feel, oh, I actually spent something to get this vocal preset. It's very much simple. Boom, follow, like, and share.